Hi there, my name's Erin. I'm a tutor from the South Lanarkshire Leisure and Culture, and today we are going to be making our cardboard chain necklaces here. We've got a couple of different ways to do this. We can do it, well, first of all, what you'll need to do is you'll need a lace or a ribbon like this. I like using this shoelace because it's got a wee nice edge to kind of feed through. So if you've got a spare shoelace, I quite like doing it that way. Or a ribbon would be good if we were going to do it with the sellotaping your kind of cardboard beads on. The ribbon's quite good because it's got a lot of space there to stick there. So I think first of all what we'll do is we'll do the ribbon one so that you can see slightly easier how to do it without having to feed through the cardboard. So we'll do the ribbon one first of all. So if you've got a spare bit of ribbon, that would be brilliant. And what we'll do is we'll start cutting the beads for this one. So we'll put the ribbon to the side and then we'll pick up our cardboard and our scissors and we'll start cutting just circle beads for this one. Keep it nice and easy since it's our first one. So I've got it easy, I've marked out the circles already on the cardboard, but it's just rough circles that we can cut and stick on. So you can take your time with this bit. So this is quite thin cardboard I've picked up, so it's quite, you can get loads of different kind of thickness of cardboard. This is a nice thin one, it will be easy to cut and easy to stick on and nice and lightweight. You could use card if you wanted to. And also later on in the episode we'll be using the thick cardboard which we can thread through, but it's a little bit hard to cut. So if you've got something thin or card, that would be perfect. So you just cut some circles. So we're doing circles, but you can do any kind of pattern. You could do rectangles, triangles. You just need to think about what is easy to stick onto your ribbon. So circles is quite easy because it's got that nice flat and area there. So I've got a couple of circles. Might do another one. So I think 4 circles is quite good for this one. So if your ribbon, you want to make sure you're doing it in the middle so that when you pop it on, you can just tie at the back and you can lift it on and off. So pop it in the middle. And you can space it out or put them all together, whatever. So it might be a good time to start decorating the circles before we stick it on. So you can do whatever kind of designs you want. I'm going to keep mine nice and simple and just do some patterns on mine. You can use glitter pens, you can stick sequins on it. Whatever you've got to decorate. You can make them as fancy or as simple as you'd like. Got spots on this one, stripes on that one. Do some line design on this one. There we go. What we'll do on this one, we'll do some zigzag. This one's going to be quite a bold pattern necklace. But as I say, you can make it as fancy as you like. And you can have different sizes of cardboard circles. You could have different shapes there, small circles, big circles. But I'll keep this one quite simple. So here is my 4 pattern beads. And now, and some people do like to make theirs like double-sided just in case it flips over or anything like that, but It shouldn't do because we want to stick it nice like that, and it should just kind of go over your chest there, so it shouldn't. There you go, so this is just the easy method of doing it, so it's quite good to do this one first and then to move on to the threaded one, which you might need a little help for. So I've got some double-sided tape just to make it that extra bit secure, but you could just use sellotape as well if that's what you've got to hand. So just making sure you're sticking them in the middle of your lace, just roughly, going like that. So through trial and error, you'll see that it's quite good to keep the beads down here so that it doesn't, so you can bend them like that when you're putting it on. So have a little play around with it and see what you think. You know how your necklace goes like that. So maybe pop it on just to see when you're doing it and see how it looks, because you can always adjust it. You can adjust it with the sellotape. So take it up to your neck and do a wee to see what it looks like. Mine is fine. You can move it along to see if they're starting to twirl on your neck. You can move it about and adjust it. And the sellotape at the back will just reinforce it so it doesn't come off. So you can do that for each one. And clip it round just to make sure it's nice and secure. It's not going to fall off. So there we go. That is our easy one, our easy chain necklace with all your designs on it. So that is our first one done. So now we can move on to our other ones. There we go, so we can put that to the side. So this one is our chain one that we can thread through. A little bit more difficult, but it's good to do with the shoelace because you can thread it through the cardboard, and it kind of, as you can see, instead of the other one being stuck to the ribbon, this one moves about a bit, so a little bit fancier, easier to wear. So yeah, so this one I like to do with the shoelace, but you could do it with the ribbon as well, and you can just thread it through with something. I've got my wee kind of bit of wire to thread through, but you can use anything. This is where you might need a wee bit of a help because this is a wee bit sharp, but anyway, we'll crack on and see how you get going. So this one I've done is the lemon and the leaves, but you could do whatever you want. You can do the bone and skull we've got here, or you could do the circles again. So what you're doing here is you're getting the bit of cardboard. This one you want to get one that's got a little bit of the corrugated bit in there so that you can see here. And you want to do the design that's, you can pierce it through that way. So when you're looking at it, you want your design to go there so that this is at the side so that you can thread it through. So let me show you. I'll get my pen. So with my lemon, I want it to go up and down the way. Perfect. And you can see that you've got it through here. I'll just show you now. You can see the holes through already, and you just pierce it through. So it is a little bit tricky because you can pierce the top in a bit, but if you just thread it through like so, and then you get your little thing to thread it through and it pokes out the end, and you just pull it through like that. You can do it with a pen, but then you might pierce the top, so through like that. And with this, it's important to remember to make your designs a little bit narrow here that you're threading through so that you don't have to go through, because I'll show you with the skull, it's a little bit trickier, so I'll take this off. So these are some rough wee pattern skulls we made. And again, you can see the holes. If you hold it up to the light, you can see where it's going to go through. and you feed it through one of the holes. This bit, my pocket, here we go. So I made this just by cutting the cardboard and painting it white and then drawing on it, so very rough. I need to maybe hold it down so it doesn't pierce through the cardboard. Continue doing that. So this is where it gets tricky again when I said you've got it quite thick here. Sometimes the cardboard collapses in itself, but you just find one that can go through it. Another way could be incorporating into your design a wee loop here, so a cardboard loop like this. I'll show what I mean. So we could do it. We could do it on the thin cardboard as well, or the thick cardboard. If you don't find one that's got the wee thing to thread through, you could do it on here. So you could make a wee cardboard loop. So a couple of ways to make your beads. Like that. And again, this is where you might need a wee helping hand to pierce the hole. Watch your fingers. If you've got a hole puncher, that would be perfect to punch the hole. So you could do it something like that, making your wee. We just need to make sure that this is thick enough and not going to break here. And you could also thread it through like that. But it's a little bit simpler looking to do it that way. So we'll pop on, I think, one more bone here. There we go. And you can just tie it round the neck. Brilliant. So that is our cardboard chain necklace. So we've got a couple of different ways to do it, as I was showing. So you've got your lemon one. You could do any kind of design, as we were saying. So that's the thread one. And then this is the one where you can just stick it on, but you just need to adjust it a little bit so that it doesn't all fold up. So it might be even easier doing like 3 as well that you can stick. Perfect, so that is our episode today done. So thanks for joining us again today for making some cardboard chains. I hope you enjoyed and you've got some lovely patterns on yours. So yeah, so join us next time where we'll be making something a little bit different.